As the elections are coming nearer, the competition between two parties and the propaganda spreading over the internet is getting worse. Some people are going in a left wing, some people are going in a right wing, and some people can't even decide to vote. And by this, some influencers are taking it as an advantage and creating a propaganda like democracy is in danger, India is becoming Hindutva, and all those things. But in this video, we are going to talk about a scheme, not a freebies, a scheme which can change the whole India, a scheme which can shape the Indian economy, and a scheme which can make the India a superpower. And the scheme is Gati Shakti. Is this real? Can this happen? Or it's just another false promise given by the party? Let's find out the truth in this video.
The concept of Gati Shakti was first articulated by Mr. Modi nearly 15 years when he was Gujarat Chief Minister around 2008.
मेक इन इंडिया का बब्बर शेर तैयार किया, काले रंग का बब्बर शेर, उसके अंदर देखो तो घड़ी जैसा चलता है वो।
आगे उन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया कि 2022 तक डबल कर देंगे नंबर ऑफ हाईवेज को और एयरपोर्ट्स को भी डबल कर देंगे। ये जो नई डेवलपमेंट होगी क्या वर्थ इट होगी यहाँ पर?
Alright, you might have seen this guy Dhruv Rathi all over the internet because of the political drama that is happening between him and the current government. But let me take you a little bit back and show you a statement made by this guy way back.
आगे इन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया है कि 2022 तक ही डबल कर देंगे नंबर ऑफ हाईवेज को और एयरपोर्ट्स को भी डबल कर देंगे। अब ये मैंने अनक्लियर की कैटेगरी में इसलिए डाला है दोस्तों, क्योंकि क्या हमें सही में जरूरत है और हाईवेज की, क्या हमें सही में डबल हाईवेज की जरूरत है, डबल एयरपोर्ट्स की जरूरत है? ये जो नई डेवलपमेंट होगी ये क्या वर्थ इट होगी यहाँ पर?
Alright, when you look at this statement, in my opinion, no personal hate to that guy, but it is one of the most dumbest statement made by any person who is trying to educate people about how to run a government or if a country is democratic or dictatorship. Roads and infrastructure plays a very important role in any country's development. For just an example, let's compare this statement to the statement that was made by John F. Kennedy, and that is American roads are not good because America is rich. America is rich because American roads are good. And let me just remind you that John F. Kennedy was the 35th president of America. By this statement that was made by him, you can just get to know of how much good and how much of an importance that roads and infrastructure plays in the development of a country. And for a country like India, which is still in the developing phase, roads and expressways play a very important role in the development and the economic position of India. Alright, now by this segment you might have just got to know of a brief explanation of how much infrastructure plays an important role. Now let's move on to the further segment. Well, on the internet you might have seen this meme.
मेरे को बाहर देश में जाके पता चला कि कंस्ट्रक्शन खत्म भी हो सकता है। इंडिया इज डेवलपिंग कंट्री, ऑलवेज डेवलपिंग। रैंडमली सड़क लेकर निकलेगा कोई, ऐसा ईट पत्थर सीमेंट डाल के कुछ तो बना रहा होगा। अगर एक सड़क बनता है दो लोग आते हैं, सर सड़क बन गया क्या करे, खोद दो।
Well, if this was on, सोचना ही मत कि इंडिया एक सुपर पावर बनेगा, क्योंकि अगर आपका देश का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ही ठीक से नहीं होता तो सुपर पावर क्या खाक बनोगे आप? But on a serious note, do you know why this happens? It happens because of lack of coordination between the other departments and all the departments who are trying to build or work on a project. For example, if there is a road that is made near your area, pipeline ministry को अभी याद आएगा, ओ हमने pipeline ही बिछाना ही भूल गए, इसलिए they dig up the ground, they break the road and they rebuild it after putting in the pipeline. After sometimes the cable department gets to know that ओ हमने केबल लगाना ही भूल गए, इसलिए they again dig up the ground, they put the cable and they again rebuild it. Obviously, while all the process goes on, the quality of the road decreases and also a lot of cost incurs, because when you try to dig up, build, a lot of cost incurs, and the income tax that we pay as the common people like you and me, it gets wasted onto some mistakes that is made by the government. This is one of the main problem and the major problem that is faced by the government right now. Second problem that is faced by the government is it is very tedious to open a business in India. For example, you will need a heck lot of documents and heck lot of permissions from the government departments, and you obviously know how the government offices works. If you once go in, you will come out years later because they take so much time to just approve one single document and one single permission. And this is not only with the businesses, this also happens with the government projects that goes on, because for example, if one government project takes up, it takes years together to just approve that one single project, and because of this, a lot of projects that was laid foundation by the government are still in the process of getting the permission. And like if it takes years to get just permission to start a business, then just forget about being and overtaking China in terms of manufacturing and becoming a superpower. But what if I tell you that there is one solution that can solve all these problems altogether, and it has the capabilities of making India the superpower? No, I'm not giving you a dream. It is a reality, and the reality is Gati Shakti.
The The foundation of Gati Shakti was led by the current government and was led in 13th October 2021. The main motive of this was to improve the economy of India. And yeah, it was having the ability to do so. But how? Let me just explain you. Gati Shakti is a digital mapping platform which brings 24 infrastructure and economic ministry all together, which provides all the data and information of all ongoing and future projects in just one platform. Yeah, which helps the coordination between all the ministries together. In this Gati Shakti plan, there are pillars, and the pillars are,
As we said you that Gati Shakti is a platform in which all the data regarding all the projects are collected and organized in one particular platform. As we said that there are 24 ministries that can collaborate and synchronize the data with each other. A classic example of this is a joke that I told you before. Like for example, let's say that the government announced a new project of building a new expressway or a road. Now let's say that while building this, before what happened, because of the not communicating the data with each other, first the pipeline will come, the road will come, they dig up, they again build the road, the cable will come, they dig up, they again build the road. Now this will not happen. As all the data are in one platform, first when the government has announced this project, first the water pipeline department will come and they lay the pipeline. Second, the wire cables department will come and they lay the cable. And at last the road department will get the information that both of this work are done. The road department can build the road effectively, and by this there are a lot of benefits, like the time will be saved and the money will be saved at the same time.
like we said, it was a tedious thing in India to get approval from the government to start any new project. But now, by the introduction of the Gati Shakti master plan, it is so much easier to get any approvals because all the data is already uploaded in Gati Shakti. For example, if there is any reserved forest in the plan, they can just change a bit in the plan from the beginning itself or remodify and can continue the project. You see how much more efficient is this?
Remember when we took the statement made by John F. Kennedy that roads play a very important role in shaping the country's economy? I guess the project of Gati Shakti was taken this very seriously, and the main objective of this Gati Shakti plan is to make more expressways, more roads, more railways and more airports. This is one of the main objective and the third pillar of the Gati Shakti plan. With this, there is another thing that was launched by Gati Shakti, and that is ULIP software system. Well, you might ask me, what is this software system and why was it implemented with Gati Shakti platforms? Let me just tell you. ULIP software system is a system which provides you data of the various logistic transportation that you can use in order to transport your goods from one place to another. For example, if you want to reach from place A to place B, it gives you data of what are the best ways in which you can transfer the good at a very cost-effective manner. So this helps the businesses of India. The other function or the other benefits of this ULIP system or the function is that before you needed a lot of documentation in order to just send your goods from one place to another, and it was a very tedious and a hectic job to do so. The companies were tired of this thing, and the government, after announcing the launch of the new Gati Shakti and the ULIP system, now all the departments comes under one roof. That means all your documentation can be done very quickly with the help of this ULIP system. Alright, so this is all about the Gati Shakti plan. Remember that this is still in the starting phase. It is still in the testing and the planning phase, and it has been used minorly by the government right now. Whether it is a game changer for the country's economy, only time can say.
And now, as IPL season are going on, as expected, RCB is still in the bottom. ಈ ಸಲ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆ ಸಲ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ದೇ. Even RCB didn't win any cup till now, but it has valuation of $1.2 billion, and it is the most famous and most valued cricket franchise in the whole world. But how did RCB did this? If you want to know, just watch this video. Till then, be curious, keep learning. You're watching Worth It. Because your vote matters. वो अलग बात है कि आप क्रश को मैटर नहीं करते,